Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Today we're doing something a little bit different. This has been inspired by a couple of YouTube friends of mine, and I thought, why not jump in on the tradition? We are going to be listing one movie for every year that this beautiful face has been on this planet. You lucky things. I should give a quick shout out to Stephen Bowron, who runs the CHOBTOONS channel. I will put a link in the description below if you are interested in checking that out. I certainly recommend it to you. It's good fun and great animation. And also to the Unapologetic Geek, Eric Magill. This man is a movie encyclopedia. I always go to his channel and walk away with fantastic little nuggets of information that I don't know where else I would get this information from. He is well worth the follow. Please do check out his channel. Again, linked in the description below. Between the two of them, they came up with this idea, so I felt it was only right to give them some credit before we crack on with it. Ground rules. I haven't necessarily picked the best movie. Some years I have, some years I've picked what I enjoyed the most. And I won't be mentioning runners-up. I forgot to mention that there will be no franchise filling on this list. It makes the game far too easy to just put a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie in for one every year. But let's start ticking them off the list, and I might rush through some of these, otherwise we are going to be here all day. 1994, a beautiful year where Mother Gillies was in hospital giving birth to this gem. And Quentin Tarantino must have known it was an incredible year because he also decided to release Pulp Fiction that year. I have a review for Pulp Fiction. I'll let it do all the speaking for me. Find it below. 1995. Seven. Incredible movie, incredible tone, incredible design to the world that it's set in. Check it out if you haven't already. It's one of the best. 1996. Trainspotting. This was a very good year for movies, but personally, I do love Trainspotting. I think it's a very good character study movie. 1997. Good Will Hunting. A classic movie that was recommended to me on many an occasion, and I always brushed it off, but when I did finally sit down and watch it, I loved every minute of it, and I loved the emotional response that it garnered from me. 1998. Saving Private Ryan. This is one of my all-time favourite movies. I am constantly blown away by the epic scale of this thing. 1999, The Matrix. Whoa. What can I say about it that hasn't already been said? It was an absolute game changer. I think cinema would have a very different outlook today if we never saw The Matrix. 2000, The Millennium. Y2K. Kevin and Perry go large. All I want to do is do it. I had to. We need some British representation on this list, okay? Endlessly quotable, endlessly funny. I haven't seen it in a while though, so I have to admit, I don't know how well it's aged. 2001, The Fellowship of the Ring. Probably the easiest choice on this list, if I'm being honest. This was one of the first ones I jotted down without any thought. Masterpiece. 2002, Dog Soldiers. I can actually say this one with confidence because I very recently rewatched it with a friend and it still held up. Yeah, the cosmetics aren't fantastic and the editing is shaky to say the least. Performances are wobbly in places. Set design isn't necessarily that convincing, but it is a barrel of fun. 2003, Finding Nemo. This again was a very easy choice for me. I was looking through the list of 2003 and nothing really leapt out and grabbed me except for Finding Nemo. 2004, The Machinist. This is one of the first movies that really triggered something inside of me that made me want to explore writing, character setup, twists and turns in the story, because this movie has it in abundance. 2005, V for Vendetta. Hugo Weaving and Natalie Portman give outstanding performances. Hugo Weaving in particularly, some of the dialogue that man had to deliver is so tongue-twisting and hard to remember. I'm floored upon his delivery on every sentence. 2006, Children of Men. You know it's a good film when you hunt down the Blu-ray almost 10 years after it was released, just to add it to your collection. 2007, There Will Be Blood. I drink your milkshake. I have to admit it's a strange film for me because I didn't like it the first time of watching it. It is one of those movies that has taken me a good 3 or 4 watches to really get under the skin and really understand some of the metaphorical work in the movie and what's really being discussed, because it isn't really what's being presented to you. it's a lot deeper than what's on the surface. 2008, The Boy in Stripe Pyjamas. Cried like a baby upon watching it, and I've never revisited it. I don't feel a need to. I still feel the impact from that movie, having watched it only once. 2009, The Damned United. Anybody who knows me well knows that I love football. Soccer for my American friends. So a movie like The Damned United is always going to work wonders for me. 2010, Buried. Not my favourite movie this year, but I do love the concept of this movie and I do like the execution of the movie. 2011, Warrior. Me and my very best friend went and saw this in the cinema while it was out, and the pair of us, I was hiding my sniffles from him. Turns out he was doing the same. He was hiding his sniffles from me. Two fully grown men in tears from a fighting film. 2012, Argo. What absolutely blows my mind about this movie is not only the performances or the truth of the story, it is the fact that I don't think, at least in my memory, not one single gun is fired, and yet it's one of the most intense movies I remember watching in the cinema. That's pretty damn impressive. 2013, Prisoners. Short and sweet because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's incredible. 2014, Whiplash. Another all-time favourite movie of mine. I really love this film. I love the characters. I love the dialogue. I love the editing style. I love the music. 2015, The Witch. A very strange movie that really did catch me off guard. It wasn't what I was expecting, but once I found the rhythm, I totally fell in love with it. 2016, The Wailing. This damn movie really knew how to get under my skin. It left me frozen but wide-eyed. I couldn't take my eyes off the damn thing, but my heart was beating at 100 miles per hour. 2017, You Were Never Really Here. I loved it. I thought it was so masterfully made with an outstanding performance from Joaquin Phoenix. 2018, Spider-Verse. I think if you give it 10 to 15 years, we're all going to look back on Spider-Verse and realise what an epic occasion that was. Already, just off the back of that movie, I'm seeing more and more of that animation style pop up in other projects. It's going to take over. I'm pretty sure it will. 2019, Parasite. 2019 was the year where I got to be a cocky little shit because I was telling everybody Parasite deserves to win Best Picture. And everyone told me I was crazy. Everyone told me it'd never happen. They'd never give it to a foreign film. And then they did. Beautifully shot with a beautiful story with such depth and great performances. Very unique, very different to everything else out at the time as well. I think it's fantastic. 2020, Soul. Great colours, great design, great concept, really fun. It does have rewatch value to it. It does have great music in it. It's a fantastic movie. 2021, this one's a bit of a given for you. Dune. I did give it the top spot for 2021, so it only feels right that I also give it the top spot here. And finally, 2022, the year we are in right now, 28 years later from the birth of this beauty. And this is a little bit of a sneak into the future for you because at the moment this is top of my list for 2020, but we're still early. It's only April, very nearly May. There's plenty more movies to come yet. This could easily be top. But my favourite movie so far of 2022 has to be The Northman. But there you have it, people. That is my list of one favourite movie per year that I have been alive. Thank you for watching the video. Please be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and please be sure to check out the other YouTube channels of which I mentioned that are in the description below. What do you think of my list? Do you have your own list? Please share it with me in the comment section. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.